Let me ask you something. What if I told you that her new relationship isn't what you think? What if I told you that behind the Instagram posts, the carefully curated smiles, and the "look how happy I am" energy, there's something she doesn't want you to know? She left. She moved on. Or at least, that's what she wants you to believe. But here's the truth. People don't replace people that easily. Not when there was something real. Not when there was depth, history, and connection. And whether she admits it or not, the moment she walked away, she set something in motion, something she can't control. You see, breakups aren't about who moves on first. That's just an illusion. They're about who evolves, who grows, who becomes the one that the other person regrets losing. Right now, if you're sitting in that pain, refreshing her profile, overanalyzing her every move, wondering what he has that you don't, you're handing her all the power. Every time you react, every time you show that you care, you're feeding her ego, reinforcing the belief that she was the prize. But let me tell you something, she was never the prize. The real prize? The man you have the potential to become. And that's exactly what we're going to unlock today, because this isn't about her anymore. It's not about revenge. It's not about making her suffer. It's about you. About reclaiming your strength. About stepping into your highest version. The one who doesn't need her, doesn't crave her validation, and most importantly, doesn't break over someone who didn't see his worth. By the end of this, you'll understand exactly why she left, why her new relationship isn't what it seems, and why, when all is said and done, she'll regret ever walking away. But here's the catch. You have to be willing to do the one thing most men can't. You have to let go. You have to embrace detachment. You have to become so unshakable, so grounded in your own power that the idea of her choosing someone else doesn't even faze you. Because indifference is power, and when you master it, you win every single time. So if you're done feeling weak, if you're ready to shift the power dynamic, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below, "I refuse to be controlled by my past." Now let's begin. Number 1, the illusion of replacement. You think she replaced you? Nope. She replaced the comfort you gave her, the security, the familiarity. But she didn't replace you. Because people don't move on that fast. They don't replace something real overnight. They don't forget the experiences, the emotions, the history, no matter how much they try to convince themselves otherwise. So what is she really doing? She's distracting herself. She's avoiding the silence, the stillness, the void you left behind, because facing it means admitting the truth. Moving on isn't as easy as she wants it to be. Now look at her, the new guy, the carefully staged photos, the overly happy captions. It's all part of a script, a performance. But here's what most men don't understand. She's not doing this for herself. She's doing it for you. She wants you to see it. She wants you to believe the illusion, to think she's effortlessly happier without you. But let me tell you something. When someone truly moves on, they don't need to prove it. They don't put on a show. They just live. Her new relationship, it's not built on love. It's built on avoidance, on escapism, on the desperate need to prove something, to herself, to you, to the world. And at first, it might seem like it's working. The excitement, the rush, the honeymoon phase. But that's the thing about illusions. They always break. Because here's what's coming. The moment the thrill fades, the moment she stops comparing you to him and starts seeing him for who he really is, she's going to feel it. That emptiness, that doubt, that question she's been trying to ignore. Did I make a mistake? But here's where most men ruin everything. They panic, they chase, they beg, they react. And the second you do that, you confirm her decision. You make it easier for her to let go. You validate her choice by proving that you're still stuck while she's moved on. You want to shatter the illusion, then become the one who disappears, the one she can't reach, the one she can't read. Stop giving her access. Stop reacting. Stop checking up on her. Because the moment she realizes she can't have you anymore, that's when she starts questioning everything. And that's when the regret begins. So if you're done feeding the illusion, if you're ready to reclaim your power, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below, "I am irreplaceable." Number 2. Emotions are her weapon. Silence is yours. She doesn't need you to love her. She doesn't even need you to hate her. She just needs a reaction. Any reaction. Because as long as you're reacting, whether it's love, anger, jealousy, or sadness, she knows she still has control over you. And that gives her power. See, most men think the worst thing they can do is lose a woman. Nope, the worst thing they can do is lose themselves over her. And right now, if you're chasing, if you're overthinking, if you're constantly checking her social media, you're doing exactly that. She left, but your emotions are still in her hands. And trust me, she knows it. You ever notice how she subtly keeps you on the hook? Maybe she doesn't respond to your texts for hours, but instantly replies to someone new. Maybe she views your story but never reaches out. Maybe she posts cryptic captions that feel like they're meant for you. These aren't accidents, this is control. She's testing the leash, making sure you're still attached. And the moment you react, whether by calling, texting, or even just feeling something, she wins. Because the opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference. And if you're still reacting, you're not indifferent, you're still her puppet. But what happens when you don't respond? What happens when the texts stop? When your presence vanishes? When she realizes she no longer holds emotional control over you? Doubt creeps in. Wait, why isn't he reaching out? Why isn't he reacting? Did he move on? Did I misjudge him? And suddenly, the power dynamic shifts. She's no longer the one in control, you are. Here's the truth, your silence is a psychological mirror. It forces her to sit with herself, to question, to reflect, and eventually to miss you. Because silence creates space, and in that space, her mind starts filling in the gaps. What is he doing? Who is he with? Did I make a mistake? And that's when she starts realizing you were the prize all along. So stop playing the game she wants you to play. Stop feeding her the reactions she craves. Stop handing her the power. Because the moment you master silence, you become the one she can't stop thinking about. If you're done being emotionally manipulated, if you're ready to reclaim your power, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My silence speaks louder than words. Number 3. The power shift, from chaser to desired. Right now, she thinks she's the prize. She thinks you're the one who lost something. And if you're still chasing, still reacting, still caring, you're proving her right. But what happens when you stop? When you remove yourself from the equation? When you flip the script and become the one who's unavailable? See, people don't value what they can easily have. It's human psychology. The second something feels scarce, the second it feels unattainable, the desire for it skyrockets. And right now, she thinks she has options. She thinks she upgraded. But what she doesn't realize is that replacements don't hold the same weight as something that was earned. And the second she starts to see that you're no longer an option, that's when the regret creeps in. Because here's the brutal truth. Attraction doesn't come from chasing. It comes from detachment, from being the one who doesn't need her, from radiating an energy that says, I can take you or leave you. It makes no difference to me. And that's what breaks her, because she expects you to fall apart. She expects you to beg. She expects you to need her. But the second she realizes that you're fine without her, that's when her reality starts to shift. She'll start questioning. Wait, why isn't he reaching out? Why isn't he fighting for me? Did he really move on that fast? And just like that, the roles reverse. She becomes the one checking your profile. She becomes the one looking for signs that you still care. She becomes the one trapped in her own overthinking. Because the second you stop chasing, you stop validating her ego. And when her ego doesn't get fed, it starves. And a starving ego will always come back, looking for a meal. But here's the key. You don't let her. You don't give her breadcrumbs. You don't reward her curiosity, because you've already won. The moment she starts wondering what happened to you, the moment she starts feeling that scarcity, the moment she realizes she doesn't have the power anymore, that's when she regrets everything. So if you're done being the chaser, if you're ready to become the one she can't stop thinking about, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below, "I attract by walking away." Number 4. The dark side of her new relationship. She wants you to believe she's happier now, that she's moved on, upgraded, and that you were just a stepping stone on her way to something better. But what she won't tell you, what she can't tell you, is the truth. That deep down, her new relationship isn't what it seems. That no matter how much she tries to convince herself otherwise, something feels off. See, when people jump into something new right after a breakup, they're not healing, they're escaping. They're running from the emptiness, from the silence, from the truth they don't want to face. And that truth? You left a mark. A deep one that can't just be erased by someone new. So instead of sitting with it, instead of processing it, she does what so many people do, she replaces. But replacements don't heal wounds, they just cover them up. And the thing about covering up a wound, if you don't let it breathe, it festers. So what's really happening behind closed doors? She's comparing every touch, every word, every little moment. She's stacking him up against you. And at first, maybe she convinces herself that this is better, that the excitement means she made the right choice. But excitement fades, and when it does, reality sets in. Because no one just moves on from something real. Not like that, not without consequences. And here's the kicker. This new guy, he doesn't even realize that he's not the man she really wants. He's just the one who's there, the one who fills the silence, the one who keeps her from facing the truth. But he'll start to notice the small moments where she zones out, the times she seems distant, the way she brings up you without realizing it. And when the cracks start to show, that's when doubt creeps in. Did I make the right choice? Why doesn't this feel as good as I thought it would? And once that seed is planted, once she starts second-guessing everything, there's no coming back from it. But here's where most men mess up. They rush the process, they try to speed it up, they watch and wait for the cracks to show. That's weak energy, that's needy energy. And trust me, she can feel it. The only way this works in your favor is if you truly let go, if you stop watching, if you stop caring, because the less attention you give her, the more she starts craving it. The more she wonders why you're the only one who isn't playing along with her story. And that's what drives her insane. So if you're done believing the illusion, if you're ready to let reality do the work for you, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. She lost me, not the other way around. Number 5. Why begging and pleading is self-destruction. You think if you just say the right words, if you just explain yourself, if you just prove to her that you're the one, she'll come back. Nope. That's not how attraction works. That's not how power works. Because the second you beg, the second you plead, the second you try to convince her to stay, you've already lost. See, attraction isn't built on words, it's built on perception. And when you beg, you confirm one thing: you're beneath her, that she made the right choice by leaving, that she was the prize, and you were the one who got left behind. And the more you chase, the more you push, the less she values you. Because nothing screams, "I am not enough," louder than a man who is trying to sell himself. Let's break it down. Imagine you walk into a luxury car dealership. The top-tier models are just there. No desperate salesman, no pressure. They know their value. They know the right buyer will come. Now, picture another dealership, one where the salesman is pushing you, begging you to buy. What do you feel? Desperation. A red flag. Why is he trying so hard? What's wrong with the product? That's exactly how she sees you when you beg, like something nobody else wants. You need to understand something. Women don't come back because you convince them. They come back because they feel like they lost something valuable. But that only happens when you create scarcity. When you become the man she can't have anymore. When she starts to doubt if she made the right choice. And that doubt, that only comes from absence. The more you beg, the easier it is for her to walk away. The more you chase, the more validation you give her. And the moment she knows you're still there, still waiting, still hoping, she has no reason to regret anything. Why would she? She has all the power. But the second you stop, the second you disappear, the second you let her feel what it's like to lose you, that's when the shift happens. That's when her mind starts playing tricks on her. Wait, did I make a mistake? Because suddenly, you're not the desperate one. You're the one who got away. So if you're done being weak, if you're done proving why you deserve her, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below, I do not beg, I walk away. Number 6. The art of disappearing and the fear it creates. Most men think they need to do something to make her regret leaving. Nope. The most powerful move you can make is the one she never expects, disappearing completely. No texts, no breadcrumbs, no watching her stories, no subtle likes on her posts, nothing. Because when you disappear, you create a void. And that void, it makes her question everything. See, she expects you to chase. She expects you to check in, to linger in her orbit, to leave the door open, because that's what most guys do. And when you do what every other man does, you become predictable. You become just another guy in the background, another option she knows she can come back to whenever she feels like it. But the moment you vanish, the moment you remove yourself from her world entirely, that's when she starts feeling it. Because here's the truth. People don't value what's always there. They value what they fear losing forever. And when she sees you're gone, when she realizes you're not watching, not waiting, not even thinking about her anymore, that's when the fear creeps in. At first, she won't show it. She'll act like she doesn't care, like she's happy, like she's moved on. But deep down, her mind is racing. Why isn't he reaching out? Why doesn't he care? Did I not matter at all? And that spiral, that's what starts breaking her. Because here's something most men don't understand. Women are used to attention. They're used to being pursued. They're used to feeling wanted. But when you remove that, when you take away the one thing she thought she could always rely on, that's when the panic sets in. That's when she starts wondering if she made a mistake. But here's the key. You have to mean it. This isn't a trick. It's not a tactic. It's a mindset shift. You don't disappear for her. You disappear for yourself. Because the truth is, if she left, if she replaced you, if she acted like you were disposable, then she's already shown you who she is. And your only response? Walk away and never look back. Because the second she realizes she can't get you back, the second she sees you're truly gone, that's when the fear sets in. The fear that maybe, just maybe, she lost something irreplaceable. So if you're done making yourself available, if you're ready to become the one who got away, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below, I disappear, and they regret. Number 7. Becoming the man. She regrets losing. Right now, she doesn't regret leaving. Why? Because in her mind, she upgraded. She thinks she moved on to something better, and maybe for a while it even feels that way. But here's what she doesn't realize. Regret isn't instant. It doesn't hit when everything feels new and exciting. It hits when she looks back and sees how much she lost. See, women don't regret losing a man just because he disappeared. They regret losing him when they realize he became someone they can't have again. That's the key. If you stay the same, if you sit around waiting, hoping she'll come back, she never will. But if you level up, if you evolve into something greater, that's when the regret sets in. Because here's the brutal truth. Women always double-check their choices. They always look back at the men they left. Not right away, but eventually. And when she does, what will she see? Will she see the same guy she walked away from? The same guy who stayed stuck in the past? Or will she see a man who became untouchable? That's why self-improvement is your deadliest weapon. Not revenge, not games, not trying to make her jealous, just becoming so good, so powerful, so disciplined that she wouldn't even recognize the man she left behind. Hit the gym, build your mind, level up your career, fix your style, upgrade everything, not to impress her, not to get her back, but because the best revenge is becoming a version of yourself that she can never have again. And here's what happens next. She starts hearing about you. Mutual friends bring you up. She stumbles across your photos. She sees you thriving, glowing, doing better than ever. And that's when the doubt hits her like a freight train. Wait, did I make a mistake? Why does he look so much better? Why does he seem so different? Because the man you were before, that man was replaceable. But this new version of you, he's one of a kind. And once she realizes that she let go of something rare, that's when she feels it. The cold, sinking feeling of real loss. So if you're done staying the same, if you're ready to become the man she never saw coming, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below, "I evolve, they regret." Number 8. Social proof, the ultimate reversal. She doesn't just want to move on, she wants to win. In her mind, the breakup wasn't just about emotions, it was a power shift. And the moment she walked away, she assumed she won. Why? Because she believed you'd be stuck, mourning, overthinking, waiting for her to come back. But the moment she realizes that other people want you, that's when everything changes. See, attraction isn't just about how you feel, it's about how others perceive you. Humans are wired to value what is valued by others. That's why when a man is single and chasing, women ignore him. But when a man is surrounded by options, when he's desired, suddenly he becomes magnetic. And the second she sees you getting attention, the second she notices that other women find you attractive, that's when she starts to doubt everything. Because now it's no longer about her rejecting you, it's about the possibility that you might reject her. And that's a thought she can't handle. Let's be real, social proof is a psychological weapon. When a man is seen as high value, as wanted, as respected by others, it triggers something deep in the female mind. Wait, what did I miss? Why is he suddenly getting so much attention? Was I wrong about him? And that curiosity, that doubt, it's lethal. Because once a woman starts questioning her decision, once she starts wondering if she let go of someone valuable, the regret starts eating her alive. But here's the secret. This isn't about faking social proof. It's not about posting pictures with random women or trying to make her jealous. That's weak energy. That's forced. True social proof comes from becoming the man who naturally attracts, who radiates confidence, success, and a life that people want to be part of. And when she sees that, when she realizes you're no longer stuck in the past, no longer craving her validation, but instead being admired by others, that's when the ultimate reversal happens. That's when she starts thinking, did I make a mistake? Was he actually the prize? Because once she sees that other women want you, she'll realize she never should have let you go. So if you're done being overlooked, if you're ready to become the man women regret losing, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below, "I am the prize." Number 9. When she comes back, this is what you do. She left thinking she could do better, thinking she could replace you. But now the reality is sinking in. The excitement of her new situation is fading. The illusion of upgrading is breaking. And she's starting to wonder, did I make a mistake? That's when it happens. The subtle reach out, the random, "Hey, how have you been?" text, the excuse to reconnect, disguised as something casual. She wants to see if you're still there, still waiting, still hers. But here's where most men fail. They take the bait. They get excited. They think, this is my chance. And just like that, they fall right back into her hands. Nope, that's not how this works. Because if she's coming back, it's not because she suddenly realized how amazing you are. It's because she lost control over you, and she wants it back. See? When a woman walks away, she assumes she can return whenever she wants. That you will be there, unchanged, ready to accept her back. But the second she realizes that you're different now, that you're no longer the same man she left, that's when her emotions start playing tricks on her. Because now, she's not the one deciding whether she wants you. Now, you are the one deciding if she's even worth your time. And that's the moment she feels the weight of her own decisions. So here's what you do. Nothing. You don't get excited. You don't rush to reply. You don't act like she's doing you a favor by reaching out. Because she's not. You are the prize now. You are the one with the power. And if you do respond, you keep it short, indifferent, cold. Because the worst thing you can do is give her back the validation she's looking for. She needs to feel it, the regret, the loss, the realization that you are no longer hers. And when she sees that, when she feels that she can't just walk back into your life like nothing happened, that's when she truly regrets leaving. Because the ultimate revenge isn't getting her back. The ultimate revenge is making her realize she can't have you anymore. So if you're done being her backup plan, if you're ready to be the one she chases, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. She lost me forever. Number 10, the final move. Indifference is power. She expected anger. She expected sadness. She even expected you to hold on to hope. But what she never expected, indifference. That's the one thing she can't handle. Because when you stop caring, when you truly stop feeling anything for her, that's when she loses all power. See, most men stay emotionally tied to their exes, even if they don't realize it. They might not text her, they might not chase her, but deep down, they're waiting. Waiting for a sign, waiting for her to realize she made a mistake. And that waiting, that's what keeps them stuck. That's what keeps her in control. Because the second you're still hoping, still watching, still caring, she still owns a part of you. But when you reach true indifference, when her name doesn't trigger an emotion, when you see her with someone else and feel nothing, that's when you've won. Because here's the truth, she only has power over you when you give it to her, when your emotions are still attached, when you still crave closure that will never come. But the second you let go, the second you become so focused on your own life, your own goals, your own success, that she becomes nothing more than a memory, that's when she feels it. The shift, the final realization that she didn't just lose you, she lost her hold over you. And that's the moment it truly hits her. Not when you disappeared, not when you glowed up, not even when she reached out and you didn't care. No, the moment she realizes that you are genuinely done is the moment she feels true loss. Because now, you're not just ignoring her to prove a point. You're not trying to make her jealous. You're simply over it, and nothing is more powerful than that. So stop checking up. Stop caring about what she's doing. Stop living in the past. The real victory isn't in proving her wrong. It's in moving forward so completely that she becomes irrelevant. Because that's the ultimate lesson in Stoicism. You don't control others. You only control yourself. And once you master that, you become untouchable. So if you're done being a prisoner to the past, if you're ready to reclaim your absolute power, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. Indifference is my power. And that's it. That's the truth most men never understand. It was never about her. It was never about making her regret, making her suffer, or proving your worth to someone who didn't see it. It was about you, about reclaiming your power, about detaching, evolving, and stepping into the version of yourself that no longer needs validation from anyone, especially not from someone who walked away. Because here's the reality, breakups aren't losses, they're revelations. They show you who was real and who wasn't, who valued you and who only used you for what they needed in the moment. And once you see that, once you truly understand that losing her was never actually a loss, you stop looking back. You stop caring. You stop needing closure because the only closure that ever mattered was the one you give yourself. And by now, you know the final lesson. When you move on, truly move on, that's when she regrets everything. Not because you chased, not because you played games, but because you became someone she could never have again. And the pain of that? That's far worse than any heartbreak you ever felt. So now, the choice is yours. Stay stuck, obsessing over someone who's already in your past, or walk away, level up, and become so powerful that you never have to question your worth again. Because trust me, the moment you stop chasing, everything starts chasing you. If you're ready to leave the past behind, if you're ready to step into your highest self, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I never look back. This is Stoic Blessing. Stay strong, stay untouchable, and remember, indifference is power.